The opinions expressed in this show are the views of the host and not necessarily that of WTRW, 94.3 The Talker, or the Bold Gold Media Group.
The following presentation is paid for by Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, who is solely responsible for its content. Portions transcribed.
All Century 21 real estate offices are independently owned and operated.
This is the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate on 94.3 FM The Talker. Good morning. I'm Jackie Ruddy, broker, and with my co-host, fellow realtor, Pat Devaney. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good, thank you. For the second week in a row, it's just...
You and me.
Yes, it's just the two of us. We're here every Saturday.
I'm DC. DC's
oh,
here.
yes, I'm sorry.
What do you mean? It's not just you and me.
Yes,
but you guys are the I'm producing this thing. I'm hitting the
You've
buttons.
always been here with us, so it's just
making us look good.
But we usually have a guest, so
Right.
that's what I
Right.
meant. Okay.
Of course. I understand.
But you will join our conversation, I am sure, because we have some good stuff we're going to talk about today.
Good.
We're here every Saturday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 11:30 a.m. discussing everything real estate. We have a full-time real estate office with many relentless realtors who've been guiding, assisting, and advising clients in real estate matters for over 50 years.
And this week, we're going to rip back the curtain and let you see what's really going on in real estate today. So during the week, feel free to email us any questions you have at questions@jruddy.com. That's questions@jruddy.com, or you can give us a call at 570-344-6724. And when you go to jruddy.com, click on the webcam tab, which we have a webcam on top of the building facing Dunmore Corners, and it's 24/7. You never know what you're going to see. The sun rises in the camera, too. It's really very nice.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is that what you're doing
Yes,
every
I'm
morning?
up at the crack of dawn watching the camera
Okay,
rise.
all right.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
Okay. Remember to view our listings, search the MLS listings, and listen to archive radio shows by going to mobile-friendly jruddy.com. That's jruddy.com, where we also display all the popular podcasts, apps that we feature this radio show on. Mm-hmm. And so we're always looking for new
and interesting
topics and guests to have a good discussion with on the radio here. It's a way to promote your business and promote your products as it ties into real estate. So please let us know if it's something you want to do. We'll be happy to entertain that. Okay, Pat. It's been a little bit over a month now.
Yes.
Okay. And there's major changes that have occurred in the real estate world,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's a different world.
It is. And if you listen to the media or if you read, online articles, every day they pop up. There's a lot of information that is misinformation, a lot of half-truths. There's spreading falsities, some of these media outlets.
I saw it on the internet. It's got to be true.
Right. And just even the headline, just even the headline is misleading. And it's, I want to just dispel some myths and get to the real core of the issue here. The real estate industry is one that has been targeted by many Department of Justices along the way. Mm-hmm. And so the current DOJ really had their hand in on how this whole transformation occurred. So back about over a year ago, there were many lawsuits popping up all across the country. People selling and people buying had all these lawsuits. And a lot of the major franchises settled before the NAR and several other franchises and brokerages went to court. So when it was decided that NAR, the National Association of Realtors, they could have fought on, but so they lost on the first round and they decided to settle.
Right. And we're talking about commissions, right?
We're talking about, the way we do business. The DOJ did not like the way that the business was structured. I'm not going to get into, the fine details of it because it's just going to be confusing.
It is. It's very confusing.
Very, very confusing for even realtors and brokers and so on. But NAR, in the best interests of their organization and the members of their organization decided to settle, right? So the DOJ now enters and they decide what the settlement they would agree to, right? So there were conditions.
Right. How this is going to be implemented.
How this is going to be implemented and what's going to be implemented.
Right.
And there's a lot of different things. So they gave us some time to adjust to this. One of the major differences, and I want the listeners to understand, is that if you want to see a house, you can no longer just call an agent, a company, an office, a realtor, and say, I want to see this house at 123 Main Avenue. That realtor has to, because they're a member of the National Association of Realtors, have one of 4 written agreements between you and the realtor signed prior to looking at this house.
I don't want to sign anything.
And most people don't.
And so I'm not showing you the house.
Right, we can't.
We can't. It's the rules. Go ahead with the.
We'll get fined,
Yes.
right? So now it's and so they're very generous with their fines until the end of the year. So like there's like a first offense warning and then the second offense and third offense. So right now, like the fines are going to be per incident like $500, $1,000, but it's going to double come the first of the year. So January 1st, 2025. Those fines are going to double because they're really taking this very seriously.
Okay, you said there was one of 4. What would you start? Did I interrupt you?
All right. No, there's an exclusive buyer agency contract where the consumer agrees to work exclusively with that realtor, and vice versa. The realtor agrees to work exclusively with that buyer.
On that property.
On any property.
Okay.
And then there's a non-exclusive. That's the one you're thinking of where there isn't, you're not tied into whatever house you look at, only the houses that realtor showed you.
Okay.
And then there is a transactional agreement where you don't want representation from the agent, but you want them to assist you in the transaction. And then there's a non-representation agreement where you don't need any representation. You've bought and sold. You don't want it. You don't need it. And you just want to see the house. Those are the 4 different agreements that could be entered into. And discussing this with your realtor, you will decide which one is the best suited for yourself and whomever you're buying the property with. So I just want everybody just to understand that gone are the days I just want to see the house. Now, the open houses that people attend, they don't have to enter into a written agreement. Open houses are open. The public can go without a written agreement. And so, these changes, they do affect the way that we conduct our business. And please understand that we're not willing to risk getting fined, losing licenses because we didn't get a proper agreement signed. And I just want everybody to know, if you're going to buy the house or you want to see a house, we're committed to helping you and guiding you. We're not going to just get something signed and then abandon you.
Right.
Not
Well,
gonna happen.
I don't want to get a realtor now. Now I want to go and buy a for sale by owner from the shaky guy on the corner who put a for sale sign in. But does he really own the house? I don't know. But I'm getting a good deal.
Right.
And I'm not paying a commission.
Most buyers need and want a realtor.
Absolutely.
Right. So, and the DOJ wanted to make sure that, they were pushing for more competition in the real estate market. There's a debate out there. Who does this really help? Does it help the sellers? Does it help the buyers? Who's getting hurt? A lot of misinformation about who's paying the commission, who's not paying the commission. And, at the end of the day, that's where the realtor can help and guide. And so sometimes the seller will pay the commission. Sometimes the buyer will pay the commission. Who knows? But the DOJ wanted it this way. They wanted the commissions separated. They didn't want one party to pay it and not the other.
This is not a rule made up by Century 21 Jack Reddy. This is coming from Washington, from the Department of Justice.
Yes. And before, not so long ago, maybe perhaps 3-4 years ago, the DOJ had there was a lawsuit and a settlement over competitive practices that was agreed to. It was signed. It was sealed. And then there was a change.
Change in Washington?
And then the DOJ decided, no, if they sign that, that would have prevented the DOJ from pursuing the National Association of Realtors in the future. So here we are today. They ripped that up. They discarded that. They did not want to agree to that because we've always been in their crosshairs. And they weren't happy until this change came to be. So people out there, please understand, it's the government that's deciding these things.
But realtors make so much money.
See, okay, that's the other thing. I want everybody to
You
realize.
make so much,
right.
Aren't you swimming in it?
A lot of realtors, a lot of agents, real estate agents work second, 2, 3 jobs just to put food on their table. A lot of them want to be a full-time. That when I sit and I interview people, most people say, I want to be a full-time realtor. We are not salaried. We don't get paid by the hour.
We should get paid by the house.
I
show you 100 houses. Go ahead.
Completely on commission and only commission. So how many times have I, over the 30 years, shown people a house for years, many houses, and then they find a for sale by owner, or they decide that they're not going to pursue home ownership. They move out of the area. They get a job relocation. All that time spent,
right? Or their neighbor next door now is a realtor,
and
they're going to go with them. But you showed them a year's worth of houses,
right? So these are the things that happen.
You just worked for free,
right?
Everybody likes that. DC, you tried to be a realtor, didn't you? Wasn't it fun?
I took the classes. I got a lot of great info. I did not get to the testing part. So one of these days.
He had a moment of clarity.
One of these days I may revisit. And then I'll be knocking on Jackie's door.
That's fine. I'd love to have you.
Anyway, go ahead.
So the settlement had to meet the DOJ's approval.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why we are here, because they wanted it this way. And they want transparency. And transparency is not a bad thing. But when you go to buy a car, do you know how much that car salesman is making on that purchase?
No. I wish I did.
Right.
Right. So some deals, the seller pays the commission. Some deals, the buyer pays the commission. It all depends, right? So it's all
going to be negotiated.
It's going to be negotiated.
It's going to be discussed.
And
in some instances, the buyer who already has to come up with 6 to 8% of the purchase price to pay the closing costs, and at least if they're going with if they're going with a VA, they 0 down. If they're going with an FHA, 2 and 3/4 down. Any conventional is 5% or more, 5, 10, 15, 20% of the purchase price, right? So there you go, another lump sum, and then perhaps they may have to pay the realtor, compensate the realtor. So these are the things. And so we're going to see how it all works out and where we're going to head from here. But there are
big changes coming.
Well,
they're here. The changes are here.
They've been here, and a realtor with our company can help cut through this confusion, guide buyers and sellers in the best way to help them.
Right. And the question that pops up all the time is, well, how much do I have to pay? And the answer is?
It depends.
It depends.
It depends.
Every answer from every guest, like the guy comes in with the interest rates. I say, well, what's the current rate? He goes, it depends. Yep. Everybody's situation is a little bit different.
Yeah, so we'll see where it goes, and we want the best for sellers, our sellers, and our buyers, and we're just going to be able to guide them according to.
We are here for you. We are here to guide you through this, right? We always say I used to watch in New York. There was a guy. His name was Cy Sims, and he had his tagline was, "An educated consumer is our best customer." And that was 30 or 40 years ago, and that has always stuck with me. And that's what we always try to do here every week is we try to educate the consumer. That's what we want to do.
Well, what I want to say is what hasn't changed is our commitment to our sellers and buyers.
Yes.
Okay. Same reliable service, remarkable service, unwavering support, and a sincere desire to help them get to the closing table.
Yes.
So that's where it is in a nutshell for us. And Let's move on.
Deep breath.
Yeah, let's move on to something that you like.
Statistics?
Statistics.
Numbers. I like numbers. DC likes numbers too.
Yeah.
Must be a guy thing.
I'm a numbers fan. Yeah.
Let's talk about the Greater Scranton Board of Realtors year-to-date multi-list statistics for residential single units closed.
Single units.
All right. Absorption rate, and that's the amount of months of inventory that we currently have on the market. It's a little bit more than 2 months of supply right now. That's actually year-to-date changed almost 11%. It has gotten better. Supply. Median list price is $235,000. It's up almost 5%. Median sales price is also up 8%. That's up to $216,250.
Wait, I'm going to wait until rates come down so I can afford this home. But wait, the price of the house just went up 10%.
Yeah, there you go.
So what did I save? I saved nothing.
Right. How about what price changes have seen the most increase year to date? Change. 40% are in the $40,000 to $49,999 price range. They've seen an increase of 40% in sales year to date. 18% in the $90,000 to $100,000 range. 16% increase in the $250,000 to $300,000 price range.
Wow.
27% increase in the $300,000 to $400,000 price range, and almost 39% increase between $400,000 and $500,000. Active listings on the market just about the same as last year, and new listings hitting the market almost up 3% change. So we're seeing a shift, and
What do you say?
nationwide in the country right now, what's happening is, this is not here locally yet, but there's a shifting market occurring. Nationally, 36.6%, there are 36.6% more homes actively for sale compared to the same time last year. Mm-hmm. Okay?
But that's not us.
That's not us. The median, and builders are motivated to sell, so a brand new home is more achievable than one may expect. So the median sales price of newly built homes, this is now nationwide, is $416,400, right? Wow. Median sales price of existing homes nationwide, $424,500. So our area in the last 12 months, what do you think the median sales price is?
$225,000.
You're close, $205,000. And so mortgage rates have come down from their recent peak, and that's going to help with the affordability. So if someone's ready and able to buy, it might be a little bit easier now.
Now's the time to move. You know what I've seen? I read that there's a big shift down in South Florida with a lot of the condos. They said that the prices down there are really taking a dip.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been hearing some things. Folks in South Florida are looking to they're looking to start to migrate a little bit. They're getting a little tired down there, or so they're even going to like Jacksonville, but then they're also going to Texas and North Carolina. So yeah,
Right.
there's a bit of a move out of South Florida right now.
They said there was a new law that came in affecting the condos in Florida that are raising maintenance fees, so a lot of people are making the move out.
Okay, all right,
but that's not us.
No.
That's not us.
well, and so the cost of living too, it has to, we're talking about home prices increasing, and, the interest rates did peak there, and now they're starting to come down ever so slowly. But, cost of goods, that affects people's
Right. Well,
what they have, right? Extra funds to be able to pay for something, natural gas, utilities, services.
right.
Gas, gas for the car.
I was watching something, and it says, well, the rate of inflation has come down to 3%. Now, they say, think of it as in 2021, you gained 10 pounds. Last year, you gained 5 pounds. Now, this year, you gained 3 pounds. You still gained 18 pounds. That's 18%.
That's the narrative. They
Right.
want
But it's come down.
here.
No, but I'm still
right.
18 pounds heavier.
Right. So anybody that's paying bills out there, mortgages, rent, utilities,
They know.
groceries,
Insurance has gone through the roof.
So any cost of anything has doubled, right? Or has gone up significantly.
gone up.
It's not doubled, but the interest rate more than doubled.
It's tripled.
All right.
Okay.
So inflation, right? Mm-hmm. This is where we are. And those things that you're paying for more in the grocery store, did you actually realize? Because I don't know if major corporation, they really think we're idiots? Like that bag of potato chips is half the size it was.
The 16-ounce bag is now 8 ounces.
Right. So, but I mean, this is the way they try to cut back. And then they have to increase the charge of it.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's sad.
Not good. Not good at all.
Right.
And it hurts the people who can't afford it.
No, right. And it's affecting, everybody, all of us. So, okay, let's talk about the year-to-date statistics from the Greater Scranton Board of Realtors, the MLS statistics for multi-unit dwellings that have sold. The absorption rate of multi-unit properties. Right now, it's actually almost the same. That's the amount of inventory we currently have on the market for sale in terms of multi-unit dwellings. It's actually the same as it was last year at this time. Median list price is up almost 12.5%.
In a year? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Median list price is $225. The median sales price is up 21%.
Wow. So cheap multis are a thing of the past.
Really a thing of the past. The median sales price is $218,400. Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where are the price changes that sold that are seeing the most change, significant upward change, increase? Let's talk about that.
Okay.
40% increase between the $200,000 and $250,000 price range of multi-units sold. 30% increase between the $250,000 and $300,000 price range. A 261.5% increase in the $300,000 to $400,000 price range.
And this is the whole MLS. This is Scranton MLS.
Yes,
okay.
And this is the entire Scranton MLS.
Okay.
And the Greater Scranton Board of Realtors. The $400,000 to $500,000 and the $500,000 plus multi-unit dwellings have seen a 100% increase in sales since last year.
Wow.
Right. And sold properties, a total year-to-date, multi-units up 13%.
It'll make you wish that you bought a whole bunch of multis in 2019.
Right. Seriously. And 2.8, almost 3% change in active listings on the market in the multi-unit sector. Wow. Those are your statistics.
Wow, got a lot going on there.
Okay. Last year at this time, let's take an abrupt change.
Okay.
Because that's heavy stuff.
Okay.
Because you're going to like to talk about this.
What? Halloween?
Last year at this time, we were planning, and I'm so glad we did, a train excursion to Jim Thorpe.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a lot of people that know about it.
It left from Pittston. It was great.
Yeah. That's a new... It's a remodeled or renovated. That was always there, right?
The train, yeah, the line's always been there.
Yeah. So, but they made it so nice.
It is, and these train, and we went in this car with the glass top, and we were up on the upper level, and it cost extra money, but man, it was worth every penny.
Well, there were 4 different choices. So if you wanted to take the excursion to Jim Thorpe, and it's a beautiful ride. So we were taking this train to Jim Thorpe. A lot of people we know take a car out, right, and spend the day and come back. But this took a lot of pressure off driving and parking and this, that, and the other
because
thing.
it's very crowded.
And you love trains, right? So there were 4 choices to choose from on this train.
Jackie said, I want the most expensive.
No, I did not. No, I did not. But that's where we wound up. So, you can take it. You can be on the first level of the train and, regular train seat, a little window, and then you see things, the outside as you're whizzing by. And then there was a more spacious car behind that. And then there was a a really nice place if you have a family, like if you wanted to do family and friends, a gathering, like a party setting at the caboose.
Right, that's in the back. That's right.
That's in the back, right? And then we did. We saw people coming out. They were having a family reunion. And
on the train, it was really cool idea.
And then the upper level with the glass dome.
Right.
And that was, I love it. I drive an SUV so I could be above the road, so I could see the road. I don't know if I could ever go back to a car like you. I feel like I'm dragging my butt on the road. I can't see over the dashboard.
You can sit on a phone book, right?
But that's like this train. You were up above, you were elevated, and you could see all this beautiful scenery. Now, if we had planned better.
And we went a week earlier.
And we went one day earlier, not even a week earlier.
Right, like
24 hours. Okay? This is our life.
There was
a terrible windstorm. So that beautiful fall foliage that everybody gets to see.
All got blasted off the trees.
It got blasted off the trees.
And the conductor goes, "Oh my God, it was so beautiful yesterday."
Just yesterday. Wow.
Yesterday, it was great. But it was awfully windy last night.
Beautiful orange and red and yellow and gold, and it was magnificent. And we were sitting there looking at these bare limbs.
Yeah, but it was still nice.
It was still great.
I'm sure.
We're there, and the town is packed. Everybody's walking up and down. I've never been in this town before, and I hear, "Hey, Pat." I turn around, and I look. It's my next door neighbor.
Literally, not just a neighbor.
Like the guy I look out the window.
All the way down to Jim Thorpe just happened to be going down there.
Well, we were coming out of the jail, and they were going up to the jail. They have a jail, the Carbon County jail.
Yeah, I was bailing Jackie out.
Right,
She got rowdy on the train.
You can take a tour of this jail, and I don't know if it was because
we had to wait an hour. I was I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do advanced reservations.
No, you had to wait.
Yeah, so you had to wait in line, and it was like the next tour was going to be 2 hours, so we bailed on the jail. Yeah.
Because you only have so much time in town.
You do, and then you have to be on the train.
The train to come back.
They go whether you're there or not, right?
Right.
But we did take a tour of one of the mansions. It's on a hill. It was the Asa Packer home.
Okay.
And so he was a multimillionaire. He built the Lehigh Valley Railroad, and he founded Lehigh University. And just across the walkway was his son's house, which is they use it as a inn now. You can get a room there. It's Harry Packer Mansion Inn, and they do murder mysteries.
But that house that we went on the tour of, it's exactly the same as it was when he lived there in 1860. Nothing has changed.
Oh, wow.
They preserved it. It's the same carpets, the same furniture, the same everything. It's really amazing.
Wow. Nice.
So if anybody out there wants to take a day, do that. It is definitely fun, adventurous, and well worth it. Pat, would you like to review a listing?
Yes, we have a 3-bedroom home in the Hollywood section of Dunmore at 1513 North Webster Avenue for $219,000. This lovely home has amazing hardwood floors and beautiful woodwork throughout. There's off-street parking, a covered front porch, and a rear deck. It's got great room sizes, a large attic, all on a 40 by 135 lot with low taxes of only $2,600 a year. That's a 3-bedroom home in Dunmore at 1513 North Webster Avenue for only $219,000, and that's listed by Sam Shelter of our office.
Don't forget to join us on the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate next Saturday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 11:30 a.m. on 94.3 FM The Talker. Are you ready to make your next move in the world of real estate? Look no further than Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate, your trusted partner in buying and selling homes. If you're a homeowner looking to sell, Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate will ensure you get the best possible price in today's competitive market. And if you're in the market to buy your dream home, Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate will help you find the perfect place to call your own.
Congratulations.
We've adopted the popular saying, an educated consumer is our best customer. That's why since 2010, we've hosted the Real Estate Roundtable with Century 21 Jack Ready Real Estate Saturdays at 11 a.m., Sundays at 11:30 a.m. on 94.3 The Talker. Visit jruddy.com. That's JRUDDY.com or call 570-344-6724. Century 21 Jack Ruddy Real Estate, where dreams find their address.